Hi, this is the evaluation of the order trading system for February the 12th, 2021. We had 5 trades on that day. And sorry, I'm just organizing myself. 5 trades, 4 were buys, and 1 was a short sell. First trade is DIS, and that's the Walt Disney Company. It tripped at 12:05 p.m. at a price of 188.42. It was a short sell. It closed the day at 187.67, so that's a positive result. And 12.50, yes, okay. So OBV is showing that it was moving down till afternoon, a little bit of recovery-wise volume. So volume was moving negative and then moving positive a little bit in the afternoon. MACD showing the same thing. DI showing it was negative for a good portion of the day, and you can see it made a bit of recovery end of day yesterday, and then it was turning down negative by the end of the day. And Bollinger Band showing the same thing, so all the indicators are showing somewhat the same kind of activity, but the stock did move down below its tripping price, so opportunity was there. Next trade is DSX. That's Diana Shipping Incorporated. It tripped at 1:10:26 p.m. at a price of $3.60. It was a buy. It closed the day at $3.60, up 21.21%. So it definitely was up a good amount. So it tripped around this period, and you can see it shot up here. It stayed up here with 375, yeah, 366, 362, yeah. As you can see, it came up just afterwards and got almost 15-20 minutes where it was above, maybe half an hour above the tripping price. And then after that, it came down a bit and then moved sideways, but there was multiple periods of time where it jumped up above the tripping price. So that's another positive. We'll see what the indicators are showing. $13, $10.26, yes. See, OBV is showing a steady climb, and the day looked like it was dropping a little bit. MACD, it came up and went down, moved sideways, which is what we were seeing. And DI up fairly strongly for a good portion of the morning, early afternoon, so that's good. And the afternoon, during that sideways activity, you could see that it was up for a good period of time in the afternoon too, but at the end of the day it looks like it was coming down. We have one of those layouts that have bad scaling on the y-axis, so we'll put that up to 2.75. There we go. That's better. So yeah, Bollinger Band showing it came up, and just recovered a little bit, or returned a little bit, and then moved sideways. So that stock definitely was positive in general. Next trade is BRQS. That's Pork Technologies Incorporated. It tripped at 1:40 p.m. at a price of $2.50. It was a buy. It closed the day at $2.57 and was actually down 12.73%. So this happens to be a stock that dropped lower than the previous close, but today it was actually rising after it dropped. So it opened below previous close, and then you can see it's just a steady climb. So price, you can see it was moving upwards, and the indicator should show that too. Yeah, see, look, OBV just moving up, MACD up, staying up somewhat. So it came up, and then you can see it moving somewhat sideways a little bit. DI pretty much positive for the day. Late morning, early afternoon, it was up a good amount DY, so it was up strongly positive movement. And the Bollinger Band, again, scaling is not good for whatever reason. Okay, that's better. And you see Bollinger Band, yeah, just showing a steady increase. Okay, so like it had that little, there was a little bit of morning drop, which is what we saw obviously in the strike price. It came down a little bit, and this came up afterwards. So stock was moving positive, even though it was below previous close by a good amount too. So just has to be the stock was recovering today. Well, say it dropped and recovered. Next trade is EXEL. Excelis Incorporated, tripped at 1:55:10 p.m. Price 21.79. It closed the day at 21.91, down 0.72%. But again, same sort of scenario as previous stock. It was down, but the stock was moving upwards, and it wasn't down too much below its previous close. So that makes another positive stock. And we'll just check the indicators to see what the indicators are showing. Yeah, indicators OBV showing a nice steady increase. MACD showing that it jumped up a couple of times, but moving up fairly good. So averages were going up. And DI, we could see that, in the morning, early afternoon, it looks like it was moving probably sideways a bit. And in the afternoon, it was starting to move a little bit more positive, but not strongly. So this stock itself, indicators are not showing that it's moving heavily in a positive direction, but that's the way the price went. And you see the Bollinger Band actually be a bit more consistent with what happened. That it just, at the end of the day, you can see that's where it moved out. That's where it made its rise, was at the end of the day, or let's say the afternoon period. Next trade is BCRX. That is BioChrist Pharmaceuticals Incorporated. It tripped at 2:40:05 p.m. at a price of $9.70. It was a buy sell. The only trade that actually closed below its tripping price, or opposite of its tripping price, at 9.57. It was up 4.02%. So let's see, 240. So it tripped right around here, 9.74. Then came down, moved sideways. Moving sideways, so to me that's, if it dropped heavily down and then didn't drop below, it didn't go down to its obviously low of the day. It came down to its low of the afternoon pretty much, but not too much and not too drastic. So it just could have been like a W movement where we didn't catch the uprise on the end of the W movement. We'll see if the indicators are showing a good movement. OBV is not too bad, up, down, up. OBV is showing that there's a good amount of positive movement. MACD early morning, actually till late morning, early afternoon, showing it dropping. Averages wide, but you can see that rise that came up, which is where we caught it, and then recovery. So MACD is pretty much showing that it's okay. DI, interestingly enough, while MACD was showing a negative downwards averages, DI was showing that the movement was moving in a positive direction. And you could see that a good portion of the day it was moving positive. Even though at the end of the day it was coming down a bit, DI was fairly positive for the whole day. I'm going to say that that's a possible. And the price itself is not showing any drastic negative movement. So I'm also going to say price, just from price, it shows a nice possible. So we had 4 out of 5 trades for the day that showed an absolute outcome of 80%. And with the possible ranking of the last stock, that makes it 100%. So another good day. I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.